Imagine controlling one of the most important trade routes on Earth, only to discover that its greatest threat is not war, sabotage, or competition. It is a lack of rain. For more than a century, the Panama Canal has allowed ships to move between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans without sailing thousands of extra miles around South America. It shortened journeys, lowered shipping costs, and helped turn global trade into the system we know today. But the canal has a hidden weakness. It does not simply cut through the land at sea level. Much of the journey takes place above the sea level, and ships must be lifted and lowered through enormous locks. To make that possible, the canal depends on fresh water stored in artificial lakes, especially Gatun Lake. Every time a ship passes through the locks, large volumes of fresh water are released toward the ocean. That means the canal cannot operate on engineering alone. It needs rainfall. And when the rain does not come, global trade begins to feel the consequences. During the severe drought of 2023 and 2024, water levels fell sharply. Canal authorities reduced the number of ships allowed to pass each day and limited how deeply some vessels could sit in the water. Ships waited longer. Some carried less cargo. Others paid high prices to reserve limited transit slots, while some shipping companies chose much longer routes. At the height of the disruption, daily transit capacity was cut far below normal levels. A water shortage inside one small Central American country created delays across international supply chains. That was the moment the world saw the canal differently. The Panama Canal was no longer just a permanent piece of infrastructure. It was a climate-sensitive system with physical limits, and the problem extends beyond shipping. The same freshwater basin that operates the canal also supports communities and provides drinking water. When water becomes scarce, Panama must balance two priorities: keeping global commerce moving and protecting the needs of its own population. Ships may carry billions of dollars in cargo, but people still need water to drink. That creates a difficult question. How much global trade can one freshwater system support as demand grows and weather becomes less predictable? The canal has recovered since the worst of the drought. Rainfall improved, restrictions were lifted, and normal traffic largely returned. Authorities have also introduced conservation measures and are planning additional water infrastructure to make the system more resilient. But recovery does not erase the warning. The canal's importance makes every weakness strategically significant. A disruption affects routes connecting the United States, Asia, Latin America, and beyond. Agricultural products, manufactured goods, energy shipments, and consumer products all move through this corridor. When the canal slows, transportation costs can rise, delivery schedules change, and companies begin searching for alternatives. Some cargo may travel through the Suez Canal. Some may move by rail across Mexico or the United States. Some ships may take the long journey around South America. And in the future, warming Arctic routes could create additional competition. None of these alternatives will replace Panama overnight. The canal remains one of the world's most valuable transportation assets. But shipping companies now understand that dependencies on a single choke point creates risk. And that changes investment decisions. It changes routes. It changes how governments think about trade security. This is what makes the Panama Canal story bigger than Panama. Modern globalization depends on a small number of narrow corridors: the Suez Canal, the Strait of Malacca, the Strait of Hormuz, the Panama Canal. These places appear small on a map, but disruptions there can affect prices and supply chains thousands of miles away. The Panama Canal reveals something even more surprising. Global trade does not depend only on ships, ports, and engineering. It also depends on weather. The canal was created to overcome geography, but it could never escape nature completely. Its locks can lift enormous ships. Its engineers can move global commerce between two oceans, but they cannot manufacture unlimited rainfall. The Panama Canal is not disappearing, and its strategic value remains enormous. But its future power will depend on whether Panama can secure enough fresh water to serve its people and operate the canal in a changing climate. Because sometimes the weakest point in a global system is not a machine or a government. Sometimes it is the water level in a lake.